I waited to start talking before I hit the right button to turn our voices on.
Oh, good job.
So, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good morning.
Now I question, will there be sound? Now the questions, will be there sound.
Now the question is, will there be sound?
That's not what he typed.
That's what he meant.
Blake said, now the questions, will there be sound? Will there like possessive be sound?
Stop arguing.
I'm not arguing. I'm just reading what he wrote. Yes, the mic was on, Eric. We heard you singing.
Sound nice. Check one. Okay, I have to talk about that song. First off, that's a great musical. Great musical. It's a great musical. No. Secondly, I use that song to teach in the Czech Republic because it's a song that's only in present and present progressive. So we used it as a grammar lesson. At the end of the day, we would sing it in like a summer camp style. And because it was in present and present progressive. So the whole song.
This is what happens when you have an English teacher who is also a musical nut.
I'm not an English teacher, and I'm not a musical
You were an English teacher, the second language teacher.
Yes.
And
well, I'm
you
not a
are a musical
We
nut.
also sang I Am Sailing by Rod Stewart. We sang Beatles, We All Live in a Yellow Submarine for the present tense. And then we had songs that...
It's because they were all in that drug-induced coma you put them in.
And then we
so you
sang
had to find
songs.
something that was close to where they were. They were living in a yellow submarine. That's what they were doing.
And then we had certain songs that were like past tense, like, what's that U2 song? I have seen highest mountains.
Joshua Tree? I think that's the
album.
album
What's the
that's
name
on.
of that song? I have seen. So we did that for past tense. We did songs. So when you started with I'm Singing in the Rain, I went through the whole song in my head. So thank you. That's a great song.
Vanessa's here. She says, I'm currently at a state park with friends. While they play disc golf, I'm bird watching and just enjoying nature. So I guess we are part of nature? Or you're not enjoying this?
She might just be listening to us. Maybe she's not watching
That might
us.
be. But that seems like it would be a little strange. People are strange.
I didn't sing that one.
When you're a stranger. Yeah. Blake says, you waited to start talking. Ebavisu, you saw my comment, you cheater.
After you saw my comment.
That does not say after. I don't think after is even close. AFTEREBAVSUE. I bet you that's supposed to be because. I didn't see your thing. I saw that the light was not on. So I paused my vocal cords to wait until after I pushed the little button.
Vanessa, your life sounds always so interesting. You're out bird watching, you're camping at a state park. Or you might be camping. You might be in
She's not camping. They're out playing disc golf at a state park.
Hey, you are awesome.
Doesn't sound interesting at all. The state parks...
We're having a discussion about camping in our world.
Oh, we're going camping. That's not a discussion. We're going camping.
The only problem is we're going to come up with another battle because by that point football will have started.
No, because he's going to be playing school ball. And school ball doesn't start until the school
Late
season.
August, okay.
Ryan, $10.
Thank you very much.
I received the sticker. Thank you so much. Very generous of you. You got a sticker. I don't know why you put stickers in quotes. He got a sticker.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it. The sticker, yeah, he.
You never know when
I send out 2 stickers.
Yeah. You might get a couple stickers when you win
I sent
one.
him 2 stickers. That's what I said the thing was for. You win, you get stickers.
Yes.
Plus.
sometimes things happen.
Yeah, sometimes things happen. Things just fall off the shelves right into the bag, and I don't notice.
Right, like they just, you can't even help. They jump in all on their own.
Let's see. Let's celebrate third super on a live stream. Well, thank you very much, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, buddy. Let's see. Anytime I see people I work with in public, I always say I saw them out in the wild.
Yeah, this is true.
That is absolutely correct.
It's hard for me because when I see the kids I work with at Fred Meyer or something, they really struggle. It's Jessie, what are you doing here?
They are out in the wild, yes.
What are you doing here? But a couple of weeks ago, I saw one of the 4-year-olds at a store. It was at Fred Meyer. And at first he goes, Miss Jessie, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
No, you're not supposed to be where
You're not supposed to be here. But then as I walked away to a different section, he's yelling from the store, I love you, Miss Jessie. So it kind of made my whole day.
Yeah, he's a cool kid.
He is a good kid.
I'm watching while they search for a lost disc.
Oh, no. They've lost the disc.
That's why I don't golf, and that's why I don't disc golf. Because I would spend most of my time looking for wherever I threw or hit that thing.
I think I'd have better luck golfing than disc golfing. I cannot throw a Frisbee to save my life.
You can't throw most things.
I can't, actually. I don't have the ability to throw.
You're pretty good at throwing a fit.
I am really good at throwing a fit. I have a lot of practice at that. But throwing Frisbees and discs, nope. They don't do anything that they're supposed to.
I was talking to a guy that's in our church group on Wednesday. Well, I was part of a conversation. It wasn't just me and him. And he said that when he first started golfing, in 18 holes, he would lose
9 balls.
12 balls.
Yeah, that's very valid.
And I'm like, dude, golf balls are expensive, aren't they?
They are.
And he's just like chucking them and like, well, can't find that one.
Yeah.
Dude! And that's after you pay for the course and the clubs and the fancy shoes. I swear I'm going in flip-flops if I ever go. Let's
go. Let's go this weekend. We can go today.
No, I'm not going to go golfing.
Why not? It's a beautiful day. Let's go hit.
You haven't even been outside yet.
I took the dog out.
You let the dog out.
I looked outside.
That doesn't count.
I think we should go golfing. That's a great idea. In your flip-flops.
I don't think they let you on the greens with flip-flops.
No, you just wear tennis shoes. That's what I always golfed in.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to golf in 10 flip-flops. They won't
golf in
let
flip-flops.
me do
I think they would.
No, they won't.
This is Malaga.
Blake Cavney says, my chemistry teacher in high school had really bad spelling and grammar, even though his wife was an English teacher.
That's awesome.
That's probably why he had bad
that's
spelling
and grammar. That's why he taught
chemistry. And that's why he was a chemistry teacher. That's correct.
I bet he could spell, I don't know, chlorine. I can't spell chlorine, so.
Blake says, I used to work with a Jessie. No I-E, just E.
I've worked with Jessies with ease.
He also says, I play golf a little, I bowl, and I golf. I'm halfway decent at both.
Oh.
I'm halfway decent at bowling.
I'm not.
I was
bowling.
I was competitive when I was a kid. When I bowled competitively as a kid, but
I can't bowl. I feel happy if I can bowl my age. Like literally in a round of 10.
It's getting progressively
I know,
harder.
It gets harder
you know
as
that, right?
I know.
Well, at least it's steady improvement.
Right?
Consistency.
I used to go golfing more. I'm not very good, but I could hit about 75 to 100 yards straight, and that's it. So 400-hole course took me a long time.
Vanessa says, I can't throw a Frisbee to save my life, but I'm happy to spectate.
Yes.
Eric says, I mini golf.
I agree. Oh, let's do that today.
There's nowhere in mini golf.
We'll go up to the one in Leavenworth.
You said the L word. On a Saturday.
Or we'll go to that one that they recommended outside of wherever, Aranda or whatever, Desert Run or whatever. They told us about a fancy mini golf course. That was really fun.
I don't know about that.
clearly I have the bug to do something today.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to work and build shelves. So let's do something else.
Blake says, when I started golfing, I never lost that many balls.
Yeah, I didn't either.
He also says, no golf course is going to let you go in flip-flops. You could get away with hiking boots. Most of them have dress codes. I tried. I said I was willing to go golfing.
Let's go.
But I'm going to wear flip-flops. And he said, no, they're not going to let you do that. So I tried. I'm sorry.
I worked at golf courses. I worked at a fancy golf course.
Eric says, I mini golf. And then later on he follows up, and I still lose balls.
Yeah, I lose more balls mini golfing than I do regularly.
When I saw the tracking number, my first thought was, boy, Sam really goes above and beyond sending a sticker with tracking. I was right.
Well.
Blake says he bowls competitively a little.
Nice.
One time his dad's boss said he was going to send him candy in the mail. Well, this huge box showed up. It was a 5-pound Hershey bar. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Those are real. 5-pound Hershey bars.
Yeah.
We got one in the Dice Tower one time. Somebody sent it as a gag gift for Tom. Yeah. Or no, I think Tom bought it.
Yeah.
As a gag gift for his kids.
Nice.
And then his kids...
I think I have a picture of my kids at the Hershey store in Las Vegas
maybe,
holding the big.
I don't know. I might be remembering things wrong. But I want to say that he bought it for his kids, and his kids nibbled on it for a long time, and he bought the rest into the office.
And then it was gone.
No, and the rest was like most of the candy bar. Yeah. And I don't think we ever ate it.
Well, that's funny.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think I've seen it. I think I have a picture of my kids at the Hershey store in Las Vegas holding the big giant.
I don't think I've ever gone to the Hershey store in Las Vegas.
Oh, well, next time we go to Dice Tower West, we'll go.
I don't think I need to do that.
There's a Hershey store. I mean, it's a Hershey store.
There's no mystery.
Why does this store have to be mysterious?
Because I want to see what's on the inside. If I go to the Hershey store, I know what's on the inside. It's a bunch of chocolate. Because that's all Hershey does. Now, if they had some Hershey Bears paraphernalia in there, I'd be interested.
Yes, Hershey gummy bears and.
Oh my gosh! No.
Like a Hershey teddy bear.
Hershey Bears is a hockey team in Hershey, Pennsylvania, where Hershey's is from.
It's not that one. It's just the chocolate.
That's not okay. All right. Let's see, my dad's work did a gag gift exchange once. My dad gave the Good Employee Handbook in a Little Caesars box that said, to Blake from Grandma. Vanessa says she went to Hershey, Pennsylvania in February. Chocolate World has every candy they make imaginable, plus exclusive candies.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
She also went to a Hershey Bears game.
See?
That's why I would want to go to Hershey, Pennsylvania. I would be going to Hershey for the hockey game, and I would
be going for the chocolate.
No, we would stop by the chocolate on the way to the game. That's what we would do.
On the way back from the game, too.
No, that's too much chocolate.
No, I don't think so.
I have been to the Jelly Belly factory in California.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. And we bought 2 5-pound bags of Jelly Belly rejects.
Oh, that's cool.
For like next to nothing.
Yeah.
You know how Jelly Bellies are like super expensive?
Yes.
These were not, because these were the ones that didn't make the cut. These are the ones that got rejected. Yeah. That are like, I think they're like abnormal or something like that. They're weird.
2 stick together.
Yeah, 2 stick together, or one doesn't look like a jelly bean, it's weird shape or something like that. I want to meet the guy who is trying to spot all of those things. Can you imagine that? That will drive you to homicide.
We know a person who works on equipment for cherry factories.
Also known as orchards.
Cherry picking plants, firms. And he was telling us the technology.
Oh, you're talking about, okay, got it. Yeah, go ahead.
He's talking about the technology to pick the perfect cherry. They have, 3 different, 40 different, I don't even remember the number, but all these different cameras. And
it was like 250 different cameras.
Yeah.
Throughout the course of this.
So as the cherries
factory.
are going on this line, there are 250 different cameras that get them from different angles that are looking at the fruit content, the pit size, and he said,
it's not like just like picture cameras. It's like,
not like
they're
like UV. I don't know.
Penetrating.
And it's not like the old I Love Lucy episodes where you're just picking out the bad things. It's like
pretty sure that's how Jelly Belly does it.
I'm pretty sure it's
Just not.
It is like much more technological than I thought it was.
Yeah, it is.
My words are really failing today. I need more tea. That's what
you're telling me they don't see chocolate at the game? There's probably chocolate at a Hershey Bears hockey game.
They probably have a booth of chocolate.
Probably. Plus the amusement park, it's epic, but obviously closed in February.
Oh, bummer.
Hershey Park, is that what it's called?
That's cool.
I went to Hershey Park back in 2001. We have an almond roca factory here in Tacoma.
Oh.
Almond roca? What is that?
You know almond rocas. They're the ones wrapped in like little gold foil. And they look like...
They look like a lozenge?
No, they look like
a little
turd.
candy? A little candy?
No. They look literally like a little cat poo.
Let the record show she started the poo conversation today.
Almond rocas are good. You've had them. They're like wrapped in little gold foil.
She doesn't recall seeing Hershey stuff in the arena. That's weird. Wouldn't Hershey like sponsor the Hershey Bears?
No, it's just Hershey.
They wear chocolate colored jerseys. I swear they do. So why wouldn't
they have a booth of Hershey chocolate? At the
that
games?
seems like a no-brainer.
Because these are people that are local. They're going to their local hockey game.
So they're going to buy some local chocolate. Looks like a cat turd covered in almonds.
Yeah, that's kind of
disgusting.
What now we'll get some.
It's like that viral meme or video that's been going around.
I don't want to know.
Of the people that actually use like actual sweet dessert-ish ingredients, but they make it look like
gross. Yeah, no, that's gross. No, don't say it.
What do they call it? The cat
litter box.
Yeah, like kitty litter.
Yeah.
They make it look like kitty litter, and then they actually use a pooper scooper.
Nope.
And put it into their mouth.
Nope.
I would want to do that.
No.
That's one thing I would want to do. If next time we're bringing a dessert.
No.
I'm doing that.
No.
I'm going to put a kitty litter box on the table where the desserts are.
No.
And then take the first bite.
No.
And
absolutely,
see how many people faint.
No, just absolutely no. Is our Q&A really called changes today?
Yeah, it's called changes.
What are we changing?
Well, just little changes here and there on the channel. The town is named Hershey. The arena is sponsored by Giant, which is a grocery store chain. I knew the Giant grocery stores. They're very large.
Are they green?
No, and they're also not very jolly. They're pretty mean. At my cousin's baby shower, they are chocolate in a diaper.
Oh,
and you had to guess what it was.
Yeah, we've done that one at a baby shower before. You melt the chocolate bars and then put them in the diaper.
See, I don't want to hear it.
And you have to like...
Then what I want to do is not as bad.
No, we're not making them eat it. They just have to guess what it is. What did the baby eat? So you're playing a game. It's a game. What did the baby eat?
Okay, so we'll play a game too. What did the cat eat?
No!
You have to bite into it to find out.
No! Absolutely not.
Oh, that's disgusting. I want to do it so bad.
No, absolutely, hands down, no.
Well, the good thing is that more than likely, if we do take that to a dessert event, we will probably take it home as well.
No.
Nobody will Nobody will have the guts to eat it.
Absolutely,
except all the dudes. All the dudes that are there will be super like.
No.
forcing each other to try it out.
Absolutely not.
We will have to probably call 911 for somebody that faints and hits their head on a coffee table.
Which would probably be me.
We used to have a grocery store that was a food giant. Then it became a red apple store.
Oh, I like red apples.
One time my mom wrote a check, food apple. Surprisingly, it did clear. Food apple.
Right.
That's
I
funny.
like the red apple markets. They're actually pretty good.
Just checked. The candy company does not own the team.
See?
I'm not saying that they should own it, but...
You think they should have a booth?
I mean, come on. It's like, that's a no-brainer. There should be... I mean, it should be Hershey Arena. It should be Hershey this, Hershey that. They should have that all over the place. That seems like excellent marketing. Speaking of which, I'm not an excellent marketer, so that's probably why it sounds like excellent marketing to me, because it's not good marketing at all. But anyway, changes. Yes, we'll get back around. Nintendo used to own the Seattle Mariners. Thanks, Blake.
You did. Yeah. And Sounders were sponsored by Xbox. We had Xbox Sounders on their jerseys.
Yep.
Good thing Seattle's such a gaming community.
Oh, by the way, we read a article yesterday.
Article.
Fascinating article that apparently Seattle is the 7th best city in America.
To live.
Nay, 34th best city in the world
To live in.
to live in. Awkward silence.
We don't even go over to
Cricket
Seattle
noise.
without, like, cringing.
No, I mean...
Let's go to the aquarium. Let's drive over to Seattle today and go to the aquarium today. We have no plans. Let's go.
It just came up. I think I might have a headache. Do I feel
The kids would
feverish?
love. We could go. They'd go to the aquarium. Let's go. No, I used to live in a suburb of Seattle, and I used to go to Seattle frequently. We would go to the Science Center or the museums or the aquarium, and now I'm like, I don't want to go at all. Or the Sounders games, and now I'm like, I don't want to go to Seattle. It's icky. What's making you giggle?
Eric says they lied.
Yes, that's exactly what we said too.
Vanessa says, I claim shenanigans on that.
Yep.
Blake says, Tacoma is better than Seattle. That's not an opinion. Anybody that's lived in both will agree with me.
It's terrible.
We have less crime, we have friendlier people, and we have better things to do.
Yeah, I would not. Now, that being said, Seattle does have some of my favorite activity, like the aquarium, the zoo, the science center. But
David says Seattle is a cesspool now.
yeah, it's gross.
It was nice until 2010.
Yeah.
Which, that was... No, I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there.
Don't go
I'm
there.
stopping. I'm stopping.
Stop.
Changes. I'm trying to get back to what we're doing here.
Tell us about the changes coming up.
Changes. All right, so the first change that we're talking about. First of all, these are additions. These are not necessarily changes. I'm going to do my best to not stop stop doing anything that I'm currently doing.
No, we're not doing that.
So everything that we're talking about so far for the channel right now, as far as changes are concerned, are additions. Extra things that we're going to start adding to the channel, not necessarily changes to anything that we're currently doing, although there might be little tweaks and that kind of stuff on those things, but none of that stuff is going to go away. We're going to be adding some things. The first thing that we're going to add was, we talked about this a little bit last week, early at the week, Monday, on the Fireside Chat, where we were discussing things that we could do, and that is first impressions videos. And these, it's actually, a pretty simple thing to do, because the three of us, me, Jess, and JT, we usually on Fridays play a game.
Talk about them anyway.
And we talk about them anyway. So instead of doing that on the live, we're going to stop the live and then
talk about it,
and then post it for, I'll probably say Sundays around noon. I've been looking at some of the demographics of the channel. Not demographics, that's groups of people.
Statistics.
Statistics, there you go.
Analytics.
And most of the people that watch our videos are very active around noon on Sundays. And that's also true throughout the course of the week. So noon to 2 is when most of the people are watching videos. That watch our videos, that's when they're doing it. On Saturdays, not so much. So I thought about putting it up on Saturday, later on today after this, but I said, let's go ahead and just do it on Sunday and try to follow that algorithm that YouTube is showing me. So I'm going to try to hit on that. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to start doing first impressions videos of the game that we play on Fridays. And that's usually going to be whomever plays the game on Friday. If it's the three of us playing it, then the three of us will do it. If it's just me and JT, then me and JT will do it. If it's just me and Jess will do it. If it's us and somebody else, then that somebody else is going to get thrown into the fire. And you'll hear there a first impression of the game. So that's the first thing that we're going to be doing. Let's see. Seattle is not what it was, Karen says. Hello, Karen, by the way.
Hi.
Thank you for being here. We have the second largest park in the country after Central Park. We have the Museum of Glass. We have the LeMay Car Museum.
I want to take you to that.
The LeMay Car Museum?
Yes.
Your hands are burning my skin right now.
Look. I have my hands on my teacup.
I know why. Yes.
You're fine.
That was kind of gross. And I hate saying that because but yeah.
I did that just to make you make the face.
I know. And you
made the face so good.
Why not do it live, Eric says, then edit it afterwards? Well, because here's the thing. In my opinion, Eric, and I see where you're coming from. We're trying to, he's saying still edit it and put it up later. We're trying not to cannibalize ourselves. That's the idea that I'm having here. If we did it on the live, why watch the first impressions video? So that's kind of the idea that's there. And I understand it's kind of cheeky to do that, but at the same time, I'm trying to do things that will garner more views that are not outside of the things that make me comfortable doing, if that makes sense. I was talking to a buddy of mine that comes to our church group. I was talking to him on Thursday morning because he also has a Instagram channel that does pretty good. Now he does golf stuff, and so it's a completely different group of people, completely different demographic. But I was talking to him about some of the things that he does on his channel, on his Instagram account, that I could possibly do on my Instagram account and on our YouTube channel to try to garner some more traction, because frankly, we've been sitting at about 7.25 subscribers for about 3 weeks now. It's just kind of plateaued. And we dip, we gain some, we dip again, we gain some, but it's been floating right around 7.25. So I'm at the point where I think I need to start doing other things that I'm not currently doing to start that growth track again. And so that's why I'm having these discussions with you guys on Monday during the Fireside Chat. I had a discussion with my friend from church group on Thursday morning to try to get more ideas on what we could do. Some other people have reached out an email and sent me some ideas there. Doug sent a very long email that was not critical. It was just very
super. Let's look into that.
Super helpful, and he's one of those dudes, and I think it's a carryover from his work. He tracks things.
Oh yeah.
He tracks, and so he did a Excel spreadsheet and all this other kind of stuff, and so
Doug, you're awesome. He might not be watching, but he might.
The average number of views that we get on our lives is considerably lower than the average views that we get on edited material.
Okay.
And that's just the way things are.
Yeah.
So
we need to look at some of those things and focus more on that because we do want to get to that 10,000 subscribers. We have talked about doing we haven't worked it all out yet, but we want to do a big giveaway. Mm-hmm. But we got to ramp that up and figure out what we're doing to do a giveaway. But we have some of that. So what else? What else are some of the things coming up that are changing? Get a room, you two. I wasn't even being all super sweet. I just leaned in.
Do you like the sparkles?
Like in cake?
Sparkles.
Oh, yeah.
See? Sparkles. Sparkles.
They made me laugh so much. Come on, they crack me up.
Yeah, see, watch.
I know.
Watch, it's going to come up. It's coming. It's coming. Kabling. Have you seen the metal
Rain
the metal
and
horns?
The metal ones.
The metal horns, yeah. That's just amazing. I love technology sometimes. It's just the way it is. Do the metal one, Vanessa says.
That one is pretty fun.
Chat could be included on first impressions. Yeah, chat could be included on first impressions, but it would also make the video longer. And that's another reason why I didn't get to my second reason. The first reason was we're not trying to cannibalize our own videos. Second, we're wanting to make shorter form content. We have a lot of long form content.
Yeah.
Long playthroughs. I mean, honestly, longer reviews, longer Q&As.
Yep.
We have a lot of long form content. We don't have a lot of short form content.
Right,
the
so
only short form content we have really are videos that JT does on the crowdfunding stuff, the top fives and the bottom fives, and
we haven't shot any shorts in a while. We have to get some more different levels of content. So we're working on that.
I'm not joking. Point Defiance Park in Tacoma is second only to Central Park in the area.
Beautiful.
It may add to your video editing, but consider adding B-roll of the games you're talking about when you're doing your top 10 videos. I like to hear your comments, but I also like to see the game. Thank you for mentioning that, David, because there is a reason why I don't include pictures or B-roll. Here's the thing. I don't always have B-roll footage of all the games that we talk about, first of all. And if I'm going to make B-roll content, that is a gargantuan amount of time. Because I have to get the game out, I have to set the game up, I have to roll the footage, then I have to put the game away again so that I can set up the next game. Now, think about this when you're talking about doing that 20 times, because I've got to do it for all 10 of mine, and I've got to do it for all 10 of JT's. You have now turned a 30-minute video into 16 hours of work for one video. And that's easily 2 days of work. If I'm going to set up and tear down 20 different games and roll B-roll footage for all of them, or just snap a picture, I don't have that time. So the next logical step is we'll just get a picture down off the internet. That is super dangerous territory, especially in our day and age. Back in the Dice Tower days, early Dice Tower days, when people didn't really, they were just cool to see their picture being used in a Dice Tower video. Those days are long, 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 long gone. If somebody sees their picture in a Dice Tower video, they get pissed that they didn't get asked permission for it. And I get that. I understand. There is intellectual property. There is all of that kind of stuff that's out there. There is, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not going to risk neither the Dice Tower nor the Flipside for getting those strikes against the channel, because you get 3 strikes and your channel's gone.
Yeah.
Done. You got to start all over again. I'm not going to risk the channel. I understand that it's when you're watching a video, when somebody's talking about it, I understand that it's much more enjoyable to watch B-roll footage of what they're talking about, see the game set out and all that other kind of stuff. I get it. I totally do. Please understand I'm not being obstinate. There is just a reason why I don't do it.
Right. Well, one thing we could do is when we play games, which is frequently, we should take a couple shots, just still photos even, when we're playing the game, so that if you ever list it, you have that.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I think that would be...
Do you understand the amount of space that I would need?
I know. You need a whole nother hard drive, which we don't have.
I would have to spend a good amount of money on more storage space. Yeah, go ahead. And believe me, I've put so much thought into this, and I just cannot pull the trigger. I actually started to do it a couple of top 10s ago. And some of the pictures that I was like, okay, I can use this one. This one doesn't have any copyright things on it or anything like that. So the person that posted it to BGG, they're fine with using it. No worries. Okay, that's great. Then I got to another one. I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. This looks good. And then boom, there he was. The dude that made things difficult for us with the dice tower. I'm not going to say his name, but, and it was just like, he takes great pictures. And the thing was, he didn't reach out to us at the Dice Tower first. He just automatically contacted YouTube. And that was a strike on the channel. Now, we were able to take it down and get the strike erased and all of this other kind of stuff, but I don't want that stress. Plain and simple. And there's a lot of truth to the arguments that they would be bringing. Well, you're using the video, you're monetizing the video, you're making money off of my picture. I get it, which is exactly why I'm not using the pictures. I'm just not going to do it. Now, if I were more confident that I could find all of the pictures that people don't mind if you use them or not, fine and dandy. But for me, it's just a no-go. It's just a no-go. And I can't take the amount of time that it would take to do the level of work that I would want to do in order to make it look good. I can take great pictures. I'm not trying to be boastful there. I can take good pictures. I can take good B-roll footage. I can do that. But it's the time investment that's necessary in order to do for two lists, a bottom 5 and a top 5. We're talking, generally speaking, anywhere from 15 to 20 games that I would have to set up, take the footage, and tear it back down. It's just not. Yeah, no, I get it. Now, with the Dice Tower, we were able to, that was one of the things that Tom's editor would be doing. It was Derek, and I don't know if they still do it now, but I don't know where they get their footage. Maybe, I have no idea.
But they also have more people. They have people that can set up and film and set up and film.
Yeah, and that's some of the things. Tom used to give his daughters a job.
Yeah.
And their whole job
was set up
to set up, take pictures, pull it down.
Yep.
Oh, I set up a game and I did a review. Okay, now one of you guys come in here, and they were like interns.
Yeah.
And he paid them to do it. It's not like they were just working for free. He came in, after he shot a review, he went off and did something else while they cleaned up.
Right.
And then when they were done cleaning up, they set up the next one. He comes in, shoots his review, and then he goes back and does something else, and they clean up.
Yeah.
I ain't got that.
Well, we do, but they're kind of...
No. They're all in school, you know. I can't do that. So there are some trappings to being kind of a
when we get big enough, sure.
But Matthew Cal says, have you thought about approaching one game a week in a very, very critical manner and explaining why not a good game in your opinion? No, I'm not going to do that.
We don't
Matthew.
like to focus on the negatives.
I do not want to focus on negative reviews. That is something I'm very staunchly against. And it's not that I think there's anything necessarily wrong with them. That's just not the vibe that I want for my channel. I will tell you if I like or if I dislike a game, but I'm not going to spend an entire video trashing a game because I don't like it. Because
we focus on positives.
Because often the very things that I dislike, other people love. And so I'm not going to spend any amount of time during the week focusing on negative reviews. That's just not me. Now, I did that in the past. Not gonna turn a blind eye to that. I did do that. There were more than a few games that I just trashed. And it's not that I necessarily, full on regret doing that.
Right.
That's just not my bag anymore. I'm not.
We're at a different place.
I'm in a totally different place now. So I would much rather focus on, even on a game that I don't like, I would much rather say, this game's not for me. I don't necessarily enjoy it, but
here's some things they did.
Here are some things that I think you might like. Here are some things that I think they did very well. Here are some things, and if those things suit your fancy, go ahead and grab for it. I'm just not going to focus on the negative. So yeah, Matthew, I'm not going to do negative stuff on the channel. Let's see here. Steal BGG photos. Nope, can't do that, Eric. I only have patience for longer board game videos if it's a top 10. Nah, I get it. No, top 10s are super popular.
And we need to have shorter content videos. Yeah. We're working on that.
Aren't BGG photos public? Some of them are. When you upload a photo to Board Game Geek, you have the option of clicking how many different copyright thingies you want and what the flavor is. You can click to say that that it's like all rights reserved and no sharing or anything like that, and you can click for there's like 3 or 4 different ways that you can let other people know that how you feel about them using your photos. The problem is that the base way, like if you don't click any of those things, it just comes up as all rights reserved. To me, all rights reserved means that if I don't contact you, then, and you recognize the fact that I used you can come after me. That's what all rights reserved means to me. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. But here's the thing. That enters into another time-consuming thing. I should
have to research that.
I should have to contact all 20 people whose pictures I want to put in my video and ask them for permission. Then I have to wait for them to get back to me. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Well, we want to stay ethical.
So, people are nasty. Well, people...
Sometimes.
It's not necessarily nasty. People are entitled, or they feel like they are entitled. And I know that the word entitled has a very negative connotation to it right now. But in my opinion, if you did the work that I don't want to do or I can't do, you are kind of entitled to me asking you for permission to use your picture. Now, if you put it up onto a site and you tell that site anybody can use it, that's one thing. You've given permission, like open permission at that point. But if you don't give that and I want to use your picture, I have to contact you first. You are entitled to that, and I get that. I totally get that. The problem is that we used to think that, just like Eric does, that if you upload a video or a picture to BGG, that it's now open to the public and open for use. That's not necessarily the case anymore.
We just want to make sure we're doing everything right.
Yeah. If you don't have a game and need a pick, I'll be happy to take picks for you. I have the game. I have Wasteland Express. If I have the game, I have Wasteland Express. I'll start sending pics of my games. Candyland, Chutes and Ladders. Cutes and Ladders, actually. Life.
That's a different game.
Cooties. I remember playing Cooties.
Cooties was a great game.
I wouldn't go that far.
I liked the game. But we always had like missing legs. Like half the time we played, there were missing legs.
Blake, there you go. The Dice Tower uses a lot of their own footage now, or at the very least, a picture of the cover. There we go. Now, I always use a picture of the cover.
Right.
Picture of the cover, nobody can come after you for, because it's just a picture of the box. There's nothing artistic about it, except for the people who did the artwork on the box.
But it's on the box. It says
But it's on the
yeah.
box. So anyway, so again, here we are. The Dice Tower has people that are editors. That's what they do. Roy's one of them. And that's what they are paid to do. That's all they do. Now, Roy does other stuff as well. You know, he's the, and I'm not picking on Roy, but one of Roy's...
He does a bunch of jobs.
He does a bunch of things. But one of the things that he is hired to do is just edit.
Yeah.
So if I had my own editor, absolutely. Yeah, dude, you got 8 hours. You have 8 hours to focus in on these two these two videos, 5 videos and do the stuff. While I do all the other things. I get that. I just don't have that. Cot and pillow me. I'll do that in turn. Or feed me once in a while. That's funny. Let's see. You don't necessarily need to do negative top 10s. No. I understand. But Matthew specifically asked for... he says, have you thought about approaching one game in a very, very critical manner, explaining why not a good game in your opinion? His question was specifically bent towards negativity.
We can't.
And I'm not coming after you, Matthew. I understand. I'm just trying to say that we answered the question the way he proffered it.
Yeah.
I'm
we
not,
like to be positive.
We're not going to do negative top 10s.
One of
or
the things
like
that we talked about when we started the channel was we want the channel to be something our kids can watch, our families can watch. And we want to emulate the behaviors that we want to see in them. So they can watch it and go, look, we're steering towards a positive path.
Fair use is a thing, and depending on how it's sued, if you made it public, it should be fair game. Well, here's the thing, Blake. I don't want all that stress. I don't want the stress of a lawsuit hanging over everything that I do. So I am going to err on the side of caution and just not do it. And I understand that some people are going to not watch those videos because I don't have B-roll footage or because I don't have pictures of the game set up. And I get that. And I guess I'm kind of willing to take that. I'm willing to take those strikes so that I don't get the big strikes from YouTube. So that I don't even allow myself. There have been some things that, like for example, on some of the lives, I'll go to the BGG page before I start talking about the game, just so that I can show BGG off, and we'll look at some of the videos. And I say I don't own any of these videos or any of these pictures. I'm just showing you what's on the Geek. That's all I do. And then it's like a few, it's like 60 seconds, a couple of minutes, something like that. But I say on that, I don't own any of this stuff because I want that to be absolutely clear. I'm not trying to steal any of this stuff. I'm just showing you what BGG has to offer and how cool of a tool it is. Unless it's from some official promotional thing, I think it's poor taste to put a photo on BGG and allow it to be public. Fair use is a thing. Depending on how it's used, if you made it public, should be fair game. Here's the thing. The reason why I think it's such a muddy issue with content creation is because content creation is monetized. And when you're at that point, you're making money on people's something that somebody else has done without asking for their permission. So it's no longer, I don't think it falls under the fair use thing anymore. You're now using it for profit. And that's why it's such a muddy issue, I think, if I'm understanding the things correctly. If you were just putting it in like a family video where, hey, check out these games that I play and all that kind of stuff, and you're showing it like a family reunion, who gives a rip? Nobody's even going to know about that anyway. But when you're putting it up on YouTube and you're monetizing the video that it's in, now you're technically making money on somebody else's work without getting permission from them. And that's unethical. So I totally get it. I'm not complaining that people want, I'm not complaining about the fact that people are entitled to be recognized for the work that they do.
Yeah.
Not it at all. I just don't have the time to do all of that. And I don't have the time to do all of that thing because I'm a one-man show here, basically. Except for the work that I'm not diminishing what Jesse does on the channel. I'm not diminishing what JT does on the channel. I'm not diminishing any of that. But as far as editing is concerned, by and large, that's me.
Yeah.
I mean, JT does, he does some of the editing, but I still have to do some, like put an intro and outro and all that kind of stuff as well. But I'm just too small. And I'm sorry, but
I think you're fine.
That's
Focus.
just the way it is.
Go back. We're going to get him back on track here.
Good evening. The Good Evening is released under a common creative license. This Good Evening is released under...
This Good Evening is released under...
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yay.
Now we can say that he said good evening.
Okay. You taught me something. Next.
Yep, I agree. I'm like, carry on. Let's go. What about some of the other changes?
For the next can of worms, Davey Brownlee says, Karen, whatever you choose to do is just wonderful. You'll figure it all out. It just takes time. Yes, it does. I get the content creation is monetized, but lots of people do music reactions because that's protected under fair use. I get it. And I've actually thought about doing some of those because I like watching them. But there's no connection between board games and music reaction videos. I do like watching music reaction videos, especially the guys that are like, the guys that are like hardcore rap dudes, and they're watching like Metallica for the first time, and it's not like one, which is like a top 10 on the. It's like they're watching Whiplash from like. What's the Kill 'Em All, from Kill 'Em All, and it's like they're loving it, and I love reaction videos like that because it's two worlds. Anthrax did it. They did a lot of collabs with like Public Enemy #1 and Flavor Flav and all that. No, not Flavor Flav. The guy that had the big clock on it. I don't know. Anyway, I love those kinds of things where it's two worlds coming together.
I love two worlds combining.
Symbiology.
What else is coming up that is a change?
I hereby give Sam, I guess, permission to use any of my photos. None of them are on BGG, though, only on RPG Geek. And they're probably just about RPG games. And we don't do any RPG videos. Yeah. But
maybe
we are going to be doing a review here pretty soon. Alexander is going to send us a new book that he did. And I asked JT if he'd be willing to do a review of it, and he said yes. So we're going to. You had it right. Flavor Flav was the one with the clock. Yep, there we go.
What?
All right.
What else is changing?
All right. What else is changing? We are going to be doing more shorts.
Good.
I'm going to be utilizing Instagram a little bit more prolifically.
Okay.
So that hopefully my followers on Instagram will come up, and that will funnel people to the channel.
Excellent.
A little bit more. And I'm also going to be doing more shorts here on the channel. I've been using shorts as kind of like a filler. But after talking to our friend, he's of the opinion that shorts can be more of a drive rather than a filler.
Cool.
So
I love it.
we're going to be doing reels on Instagram a little bit more, and those will be shared on Facebook as well. Cool. And then we'll also be doing more shorts here on YouTube. Excellent. To hopefully get that more. It's all about traffic.
Yeah.
It's all about traffic.
Drawing the traffic in.
Drawing the traffic in. So the more shorts we do, hopefully that will boost the YouTube algorithms.
Our Tuesdays are going to need to change for me.
Yes. Yeah. That's another thing that we'll talk about here in a minute. I don't know any rap songs in English. Oh, it's because he's all K-pop. He's a K-pop dude. What kind of shorts? Bermuda, cargos, cutoff, or jean? All of the above.
Yeah, but if you get into jeans, you can't go too short.
More shorts. Any dresses? Nope. Not from my side of the equation, at least. And she rarely wears dresses as well. You know, if she wears a dress, it's a highfalutin occasion.
I used to wear them all the time.
Even if it's just a summer dress.
I like my summer dresses. Those are the ones I wear. I don't wear any in winter.
If you think running a YouTube channel is a time sink, wait until you try RPGs. They're fun when you're not working and living at home with parents.
That's funny.
Blake says, you get out of... no, Eric says, Blake, get out of my head. I know it's roomy, but still. Because they both asked the same question. Sam insists it's a kilt. I don't even wear kilts. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm too afraid that the wind is going to gust up and we're going to have a happy birthday, Mr. President section. And
I have no words. Right
yeah,
now.
that's just not going to happen.
Just stop.
No. I have an Irish heritage, and I know they wore kilts, but I did not have a Scottish heritage. I guess there might be some Scotch in there somewhere, but we need to do that.
Our ancestry.
Yeah,
okay.
we need to do
I'm up for that.
I'm just interesting.
You're just interesting?
Yes.
You are just interesting, darling.
I had an art teacher in high school that would wear a kilt sometimes. See, that's weird. I'm sorry. That's just strange.
You know, there's a whole company.
I understand your heritage might be such that it's in
He wore a utilikilt.
No.
No, he wore a utilikilt. I bet it was a cargo kilt.
Ouch, that's a visual I didn't need.
Yeah, and the wording on that was very odd, too, so I didn't love that.
My brother-in-law got married in a kilt, Karen says. I'm not bagging on kilts.
If they have the heritage,
just
great.
not
if
my
they're
bag.
wearing a utilikilt, which is a fancy version of cargo shorts in a skirt, I don't love that.
What was the city or the town that's like known for dudes walking around in kilts here in Washington State?
Seattle?
No, not Seattle. It was like a smaller. It wasn't Seattle. It was something else.
There's a company called Utilikilt, Utilkilt, and it's kilts, cargo pants, and kilts with cargo pockets, and kilts with denim kilts, and black kilts, and khaki kilts, and they all have the cargo pockets, and a back pocket, and
I just no.
Have you looked at Utilakilts? I think we did once.
Yes,
we did.
And just know, it's a kilt with a bunch of pockets.
At
That's
that
all
point,
it
it's
is.
not a kilt. Kilts should be traditional, and the plaids and things.
Correct.
That is a kilt. If it's a cargo pocketed skirt, it's just a skirt.
There's that.
Sorry. Oh, pleated or not, it's still just a skirt.
Great Sam in a kilt, an image I'll never get out of my head. Where's the booze? Yeah, I don't. You put that image in your head. I didn't. I said no, remember? I said no, I'm never doing that. Blake, David, that's all on them, not me. Okay, so another thing that is going to change is our time on our Tuesdays because Jess's work schedule is changing, I believe, next week. Mm-hmm. So it's not going to stop. We're just going to do them later in the day,
in the afternoon.
Which unfortunately will put the videos outside of when
our window
usually is, because our window of people that come to our channel and watch our videos is between 12 and 2.
What if I don't want to add it. I was going to say, what if we're recorded on Monday and then posted on Tuesday?
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to, because that just adds more.
Yeah, I know.
That adds more stuff. But it will give me more time throughout the day to do my other like dice tower responsibilities throughout Tuesday. It'll give me the whole afternoon rather than breaking that up. So it's actually, it might work out for the better. It might be a little bit less
Well, we're
stress.
still going to do it. I just have to push it back a little bit.
Yeah, we just have to push it back a little bit because she didn't.
No, it
her
was
boss
my choice, though.
Okay.
I chose to go to shorter hours.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been
working... I was working really crazy long hours.
She's been working basically 3 10s and a half day.
Yeah.
And 10 hours a day for her...
is too much.
Too much. So she's going to go back to 4 8s.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
So it'll work. Went to high school with lots of Polynesians, and many of them wore lava-lavas.
See, but that's a cultural.
Sounds really hot. Lava. Get it?
I get it.
Lava twice. It's like super hot.
It's the Florida
lava. Eric is ready to go back to talking about B-roll now. I usually have 2 RPG groups going. Just finished Rise of Super Scroll with one about to play some Cyberpunk Red shortly. That's cool.
There's a question for me, Karen. I can answer that. Does Jesse work in the summer? My school is year-round.
Yes. So
I do not get summers off. I am still year-round. Mm-hmm. That's why I adjusted my schedule a bit so that I'm working 4 8s, so I have the afternoon and evenings off with the family.
Yep. And Fridays off.
And I'm off every Friday. So
long weekends.
But our school does go year-round. We are a childcare, so we go year-round.
Yep.
It's interesting because the place I work has a childcare side, which is the side I work at, and they have a school side, which is literally across the street. Mm-hmm. The school side is off in the summer. Yeah. All the teachers over there are off. The school is closed. The only thing that's left is like summer camps. Mm-hmm. My school goes year-round.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It's one thing to be a teacher and have your summers off. It's another thing to be a teacher and not have your summers off. That's another echelon. It is a little.
I will say every year, when all the other teachers from the other side of the street are like, "Bye, last day, see you in 3 months, whoop whoop, can't wait to hit my beach and my book, and I got all these things I'm gonna read."
Come back here.
And I'm like,
I have something for you.
I'll be here.
I have something for you. Come here. Come here.
I'll be here.
Yeah. Thanks for rubbing it in.
They were like, "Oh, well, at least you get, the week of 4th of July off." I'm like, "No, I don't. I get Thursday, 4th of July off. Yeah. I don't even get Friday, 4th of July off."
Why?
I mean, I don't even get Friday after 4th of July.
Oh, you're taking the 4th of July off.
We're taking the whole week off. Yeah. I'm going somewhere else.
Dice Tower East.
Speaking of that, what's coming up for you? You got something coming up.
My mom always worked in schools and likes having the summer off.
I really used to work in schools where I had the summer off.
Yeah, having the summer off is an awesome thing.
It's one of the biggest perks of being a teacher.
The thing about having summers off, though, was that unless you set up your paychecks properly, in my opinion, you also did not get paid during the summers. Now, I usually set mine up to where I got paid less throughout the school year, but my paychecks continued through the summer, so that's what we lived on. Yep. But yeah, people don't really sometimes understand that if you're not working as a teacher, you're not getting paid either.
Right, you have to adjust that pay.
But that's with private schools. I don't know how it is with public schools.
I don't have that ability.
Yeah.
We're there every day except for like the major holidays.
Okay, so we'll talk about what's coming up as far as conventions here in just a few minutes. We're going to do a unboxing now because this is a game that was sent. And we're going to do an unboxing of that thing right there.
A box.
This came in. It has 6072 on it. I have no idea what that means.
What? It
has 6072 on it. I don't know what that means.
Oh, it is not our address.
It's not our address, so sorry. All right, so we're opening this up. We'll go ahead and go down to the top.
The top is, I'm not in the top at all.
There we are. Now we are. Oh, I need to change that.
I'm like, that's out of my reach.
Okay, honey. Pull it back so I can pull it back. All right, here we go. Wow, that's pretty.
You zoomed in, I think, for the other game.
I'm going to go there and then a little bit like that. That's about the best we can do. Because anything else is start showing
I can
the floor behind us and all that other kind of stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
All right. All right. So there is a lot going on here, but And there you go. Check that out. It's a little spiral book.
Yes, it is.
This is a game. This is a game that was sent to us, and it's called Escape from Stalingrad Z. And we're going to take all this stuff out. But this was offered to me, and they also gave us paint sets as well. So that's pretty cool. That makes me happy. And I think that's it. Ba-boom. So we have Escape from Stalingrad Z. You can probably see why it reached out to me, because I'm liking all this. First of all, it's not New York or LA or anything like that. It's not like Georgia or anything like that. This is in Russia. I like that. Stalingrad, Escape from Stalingrad Z. It's by Marco Picutta. And they sent me the base game from Raybox Games. They sent me the base game. They sent me some other miniature expansions. And then they also sent me a couple of acrylic sets. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 in each of these, looks like. And there are a bunch of different colors. So that's pretty cool to match the motif. I know there's like a zombie getting...
And the story, read a sentence, not a spoiler. Just a sentence.
We have fled our position. The dead are everywhere, scattered through the streets and rubble. Our progress back to our lines is slow. We have a trail of headless corpses behind us. All day we heard the sounds of collapsing buildings and explosions. Do any of our countrymen survive? Reiser has told us to save one for ourselves. He didn't need to say that. We all heard Weber's screams when he fell behind. It's cool artwork, though.
Super cool. There was a picture in here. Well, see, they had to behead it. Can you see that? Like,
yeah, I can see it.
Look at that. You have to behead the...
This is just. I think this is just like a journal book that they did for like to set the scene.
It says journal book on the front in German, but this is super cool.
So she's geeking out about the book.
Look at this. Look at this art. Look at that.
Ah, yeah. Come on, get out of the way.
Shut up. I like the book. I like the book part.
I've long been telling her that we're going to watch The Walking Dead from season 1.
Okay.
And there's like 4 offshoots now, so we have to watch all 4 of those as well.
Okay.
You ready for that?
Yeah, look. It's got the bloody handprint on the front. It says Journal, Winter 1942, Stalingrad.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's just a copy, though. It's not the original. So anyway, that's a cool little thing that we'll be able to open up here in a little bit. Who has made the paint sets? Yeah. This is Formula 3G. It says AK is the logo here, but I've never heard of this company though. It looks like it's a German company. 3rd generation acrylics. So I have no idea. New Formula 3 Gen. Acrylic colors for brush, dilute with water, akinteractive.com. So that gives you maybe an idea, but we'll probably be spending some time, maybe I'll paint these guys with these, and I'll give you an idea of what I think about them. But again, there's heroes.
Do a short.
So
yeah. Do a short painting.
So anyway, we're going to go ahead and try to get some of this stuff, set some of this stuff out. One of the things that pulled me in about this is that it is it's a game where you're playing on a storybook. So you open the storybook and the board is actually on.
That's cool.
In the storybook, and so you can read the story and all that kind of stuff, and all of the things that you're trying to do are right there in front of you. So that's one of the things that really kind of pulled me out. It's a miniatures game, yes, but it's in this thing. So that's cool. Dual layer boards. I like it when I see that. That's for sure. So each of the dual layer boards, these look like different people, different heroes. So there's Becker, Algier, the Siberian assault trooper. So yeah, we're not going to go through all of these because there's not a whole lot. They're all pretty much the same, but they're all double layered, which is really neat. I like that. So that gives me some cool stuff. All right, the dice are speckled with blood. 12-sided dice, so that's cool. We have some other ones that are just little tiny dice. Those are pretty nice dice too. I like them. They're small, but I'm imagining that's probably a hit. I don't know what that is. I know nothing about how this game plays. I looked it up. They asked me if I wanted to check it out, and I looked at it. I read through about what kind of mechanisms are involved and that kind of thing, but these, I imagine, are going to be things that get put on the. They get put on there. Yep. So that's what those things look like. And then there are a bunch of standees here, which, if you saw the back of the box, there were cardboard standees. But I think he sent me miniatures for everything.
Yeah, it says miniatures available separately, so
Yeah.
that must be that.
So I'll have the miniatures available and not have to worry about the actual. So put that over there.
There's the standees.
Yep. So here are the standees and betas, Grinzer, Omega, Alpha, Kantiska. These look like the heroes down here. And all of these things. These are popping out pretty easy. As they should. I mean, I usually check that because that just, kind of gives us a little bit of a read on the kind of production, the factory had and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, yeah, what were you laughing about?
I don't know. One of the pages of the journal says, I just remembered how he always ate beets, and on the little food icon, they're beets.
Oh, you love beets, don't you?
I do love beets. Let's have some for dinner.
Ew. No, thank you.
Sugared beets.
No, thank you. There's a whole lot of betas in here. You could be punching stuff out, instead of just showing it.
I don't want, because I'm going to lose something.
No, you won't.
And we don't have a set out for that.
There you go.
Look at that. Yeah. Taking it to school.
Yep. All right, I'm going to stop doing this real quick because these are all like weapon tiles. That's what these are.
Well, that's what I mean. I didn't want to. Oh, yeah, they're all separate. I thought you were going to stop.
I lied. This is like kind of, what is that word that you use? Is it cathartic?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Therapeutic?
It's therapeutic. It kind of is. Because it's like, all your worries of the world have gone away. It's just you and this board, and you're punching holes in it. Stupid beets. Why did it have to be beets? I'm almost done. I know this is like riveting. Med kits. I'm almost done. Almost done. I would have been done if you'd have done your job, lady.
You tell me to do nothing. I only do what you tell me to do.
Potato mashers. There we go. Boom. All right, so this is all the stuff that comes in there. And then the actual, I think this is the actual like book / storyboard / what have you. So Jessie saved the cardboard for Jessie. I know, right?
I know.
I don't know how to open this. And okay. Oh, all right. So it kind of, it's like a trapper keeper almost. That's a blast from the past, right?
No, it's like a file. It's like a folder. It's not like a
it's a trapper keeper folder.
It is not like a trapper keeper.
Oh, big. See, there we go. And all Oh, more. We got more stuff.
Don't punch him
I'm
out.
not going to punch him out, but more of those things.
That guy's scary.
Scenario book. All right, here we go. Check this out.
Oh, no. I have to show this.
All right.
This guy has a mouth in his stomach with like shark teeth. I don't know if you can see that. I might even stand up so you can see that.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
No, isn't that cool? It's scary. I'm going to
there.
pull it up closer.
It's gonna get
Blurry?
Yeah, it's gonna get blurry because
Oh, look at that. He has a mouth
they can see it, baby.
in his belly.
All right,
That's super scary.
here's the scenario book that I was trying to show you guys before she started wigging out.
I got distracted with the creepy thing.
So you open the scenario book and has the scenario, proceed to scenario 1, Furchtbar. And so here's Furchtbar, and you have your zombie pool down here, but this is where you actually play the game over here. And I believe different things will tell you what to set up in these different areas and so forth. So I just think that's really cool that you're playing through the scenarios, and then the board, the book is your actual thing. I love when games do that. So
that's super neat.
I'm looking forward to it. And I like the artwork on this as well. It's not terribly awesome, but it's good enough.
These pictures are really cool. I mean, really cool.
So I'm just gonna kind of flip through some of these so you can kind of see what they look like. But looks like good. Man, there's a lot.
Yeah,
Holy Moses. There are so many. Look at all these scenarios in here. Golly. I mean, each page
is a whole new scenario.
Page is a whole new scenario. I mean, some of them might be connected, I guess, but it looks like each one is a brand new scenario. This looks really cool. The back of this looks like it's going to be.
I'm sorry. I don't know my hand.
So, like, this is like a player aid. Yeah, reference guide and all that kind of stuff. Arc of Fire, which is cool. Target square, and then you're going to roll a die to see which one gets hit for a grenade deviation chart. So that's cool. Special things that each of the alpha zombies can do, the basic zombies can do. So this is a cool reference guide. But the cool thing about it is that once you're done, everything just fits right back inside. So your reference sheet, and there's your rule book. Let me see the, oh no. Oof.
I got a little worried.
That's a thick rule book, y'all. That is a thick rule book. 64 pages. But double map scenario rules, doesn't look like most of them are used. Team control sheet. Yeah, well, let's just see. All right, there are a lot of, okay, huge font. That's a plus.
I love, yes.
That's a huge font, so that means that one of the reasons why it's longer is because they use a bigger font. And a lot of pictures.
Yep.
A lot of pictures, a lot of examples. So, okay, I'm less worried about this now. This looks like it's a lot of, this is how this works.
Right, grenade deviation check.
Yeah. That's a whole page. That's a cool picture.
I know.
Dang. I'm really looking forward to this now. This looks cool. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so put that back. And let's take a look at one of these. I'm going to take a look at the guy that you hate. Let's see here. It's like a peachy. What is a peachy? It's a peachy. What is a peachy? What's a peachy? Beats and medkits, aren't they the same
Can
thing?
you stop? Strider.
What are you doing? All right, so here's Boss Zombies. Man, holy cow, look at what they did. They have these closures.
Oh, nice.
Oh, please tell me they're already put together. Oh, they are. I like it. Here's your favorite guy.
Oh, I don't like that.
I gotta get my phone out.
He
so
has
people
a
can
mouth
see.
in his belly. Why did they
Sam
mutate
just
so
sounded
much?
like the Grinch. A peachy is a folder.
Oh, yes, I do know that. I was reading, I wasn't looking at the screen, so I heard it as Peachey.
Yeah.
But it's not.
All right, so you hand them to me, and I will, let's just do this as a background switch, and then we'll do that, and come back with this. This is the boss zombie that she was geeking out about over here with the gaping mouth in its stomach. So this is a one of the boss zombies. I don't even know the dude's name.
Grinser.
Grinser, is that his name?
No, that's not Grinser.
Omega.
Ugh.
This is Omega. And frankly, I'm trying to look at it here, kind of, you know, without using the camera, but the detail is not bad, but I've seen better. But I mean,
they're very sturdy.
They are very sturdy. The plastic they used is super sturdy.
Yeah,
it's not bendy at all.
No.
So, okay, that's Omega. Give me another one. Who's this guy?
Tenkiska.
Tenkiska. He's got, this dude looks like the Megadeth guy. I can't remember his name. But with those goggles on and everything. Tenkiska. Oh, that's a lady, man.
I think it is.
That's a girl. Okay, got it. All right. Yep. Definitely girl. There we go. But Eric says saves time eating with your mouth in your stomach. Then
I mean, really, like you don't even.
And what
have
is
to
this guy?
digest.
This guy's name is Grinser.
Grinser.
So he looks pretty good too. Gives you a good idea.
Strider, stop.
All right, cool.
That is really
Switch
neat.
back to our other
This box
angle
is
here.
really neat. The
Now
little
we'll look at our
snap.
heroes. Yeah, it looks like they all do that. It's like
Yeah,
storage solution.
Super nice.
For the miniatures.
And I bet they fit it in that box.
No, I don't think they fit in the box. This box looks like it might be too small for that.
I think it would.
Maybe. We'll have to find out. But so here are the 8 hero characters. Man, these are nice storage boxes. I hope they fit in there. We're checking. I don't think they're going to. They're not going to.
They will. I think they will.
Okay, they do. But now they don't. Maybe a little bit with a little bit of, yeah, maybe.
Just like that one
maybe.
will fit there.
1, and there's 2. See, but maybe we'll be able to fit, you know, because there's a lot of like
Right.
this stuff in there,
Right.
and it only fits those dudes. But maybe we can fit.
Or we just fit the trays in.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to do something, but it looks pretty cool. I like these boxes at the very least because. All right, so you got to hand me some stuff here. All right, let's see. So this is what the box looks like as you open them up, and so. All right, what is that dude?
Till.
Who?
Till.
Till? Oh, let's get him not fuzzy. There we go. So this is Till. Hammer it closed. Eric. That's cool. All right. What's another one?
Ricer.
Ricer. R-E-I?
R-E-I.
Risa. Risa. Sharpshooter, I bet you. All right, next.
Steiner.
Steiner. Steiner! Yeah, I'm liking these a little bit. I like them. Again, I think they're going to be, I don't know, that's a little weird. His legs there are a little weird. with how the mold is, but it's okay. It'll look good painted up, I think. Strider, what are you eating?
His leg.
No, he's not.
That's Becker.
No, he's eating his little
fish or monkey head.
Becker. Dude's got a P40 in one hand and a 9mm in the other. That's pretty cool. All right, what was his name?
Becker.
Becker. Becker is these are 40mm miniatures, by the way.
Katyusha.
What?
Katyusha. She's.
Katyusha.
Katyusha.
She's a sniper. Almost guaranteed. Katyusha. Very cool. Next.
Oh, this must be Dasha.
Dasha? All right. And
Alger.
Alger? Dude's got a shovel. He's swinging. He's about to hit somebody in the face with a shovel. He's about to knock a zombie around. All right.
And that's Lydia.
Lydia. Lydia is like, I don't care. I'm coming into this with a spear. It's the spear of my forefathers. Prepare to die.
Is this really a move your own adventure kind of thing?
Huh?
It says move your own adventure.
Well, you probably, how you do in one
will determine what
will
happens.
determine where you go in the next video, okay. in the next scenario. I would imagine it has something to do like that. Wow, a shovel. I'm so scared.
It said in the journal that they took their heads off with the shovel.
Yeah, it's very, very good usage of that.
But you probably want these back so you can have them.
Yeah. So we won't open the other things here, but there's a bunch of zombies in this one, and that's pretty much it. But I am very super looking forward to giving this a try. But that's supposed to be in one of those. It's supposed to be in that one probably. But I'm very super looking forward to trying this out because it looks very interesting to me.
Looks very well made.
From Stalingrad Z. Very much looking forward to it. So that was very cool.
Made. Very well made.
Very cool. All right. So let's see here. The thing I always try to remind myself people of is that minis on the table look better painted than not. No exceptions.
True.
This is absolutely true. But again, time is a commodity. And sometimes you just can't, like, for example, I'm not going to paint these minis until after I've played the game with them. Because painting miniatures is a time investment. Now, a lot of times, the people who enjoy painting miniatures has nothing to do with how much time it's taking. It's all about, this is like a zen time for them. It's where they are able to kind of just like chill out and just focus in on a very small part of your life and enjoy that and then go on. They're not really worried about the time investment. They're using it as a kind of break from the rest of their lives, and I get that. Getting hit with a shovel really hurts, to be honest, even if it's by mistake. Yeah, if somebody was waving a shovel around heading my direction, I would not continue heading in that direction.
Have you seen the videos of what they're doing in some places for crosswalk signs?
Yes, they have the bricks
instead of flags.
They have a brick, and you hold a brick.
And you wave it, like, hello, stop for me, and people stop.
Yeah, don't throw a brick at me.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Getting hit with a shovel, yeah. Please, I had a dough bin fall on my head yesterday.
Ouch.
I doubt a shovel would hurt more than.
I
don't know.
Terrible.
That was just gravity. Put force behind that, and you have an edge.
I don't know. That sounds terrible. Both sound terrible.
Yeah, both sounds terrible. That's correct. Scared because he's crazy, not because he's attacking with a shovel. but because he's still carrying the gun even though he's out of ammo.
He's just going to use it as a club.
It's true. It's still a metal object.
Right.
It could very well be used as a club. That's pretty cool.
We're going to wrap it up.
That is our... We still have 20 minutes. What
are you
talking about?
We do 2 hours?
Yeah, we usually do.
I thought we did.
We're boring Jessie, everybody.
No. I just don't want to lose people because they're bored.
No, they aren't bored. No, they probably are. The ones that are bored have already left.
Right.
We've got the loyalists left.
So that's what I'm saying. We should respect
And we all know that loyalists are the ones that we like to hang around with. Turn.
I don't know.
She doesn't like Turn.
I don't dislike it.
Yeah, she kind of does.
No.
Because we've had a chance to watch it.
The characters are really good, and I'm getting into the characters.
Yeah.
I haven't said I didn't like it.
It doesn't have like sparkly werewolves and vampires in it. That's why.
I do not always want sparkly werewolves and vampires.
Mm-hmm. A lot less time for TV, but that's fine. That is true, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I kind of torn because I do like time on the sofa, which is Sam and I sitting there, but we could be doing other things than sitting there.
Only 2 changes then. No, because there's 3 changes. I don't know what the third one is. Hurry up, come up with a third change.
You said 3 changes. More shorts. In using Instagram. Mm-hmm. My Tuesday schedule changing. Mm-hmm. And
see if you can remember.
I can't. Thursday there. I don't know.
First impressions.
Oh, first. That didn't start with a th.
I said.
No, you said.
I said. First impressions.
Yes. So lots of changes.
No, there's not just 2 changes. We've got first impressions that are coming out. That's going to start tomorrow.
We're going to start doing a lot more shorts.
I've already got them. I've already got that edited and uploaded. That's going to be on Sundays. At the very least, we might start doing more first impressions, but it depends on how she wants to do it, because often we play a lot of games throughout the week, and I don't want it to be just the game that we played on Friday.
No, we can do them anytime.
And the ones that we do together, just the 2 of us, or JT and I, it'll be shorter. The one that we did yesterday was about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think they should be like 5 minutes. First impression. I like this. I didn't like this.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. 5 minutes for 3 people. You've basically just said, yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, it was pretty fun. And now we're done.
That was 12 seconds.
I know, but that was like an exaggeration because,
10 minutes.
Well, 10 minutes is a good place to shoot for. But realize what we're doing with the first impressions is we're giving it a rating out of 5 in 4 categories. Components, artwork, mechanics, and fun factor. And we're giving it a rating out of 5 in those 4 areas. That's what we're going to do on our first impressions. And then the reviews that we do later on will probably follow the same format of having pros and cons. But for the first impressions, we're just giving it a rating out of 5 for 4 different categories. And, you know, when you have one person talking about spending a minute on 4 different categories and then a minute on the intro, 5 minutes is absolutely there. But when you add 2 people
I get that.
You're talking 10 minutes at the least, because you want to give each person time to talk about it. Otherwise, one person dominates the entire conversation. Why is the other person there anyway? So, how do you shoot for 10 minutes? What are you gonna hit? A target? If I'm shooting for 10 minutes, I'm gonna hit a target.
I will miss the target.
No, you won't. 5 to 10 minutes per person? No. Maybe. 5-10 minutes per person, maybe. Yeah. I think we can be 14 minutes for the one that we just did. is about right.
Right, that's what I was saying.
So 5 to 10 minutes per person, but I do think that we could be more succinct.
We need to kind of work that out a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. The first one was the first one. The first one's always a little bit rougher than the ones come after it because the ones that come after it will be more refined. More shorts, more beats, more kills. Bam, instant stardom. I wish it were that easy, Terrier Halo. I really do. I'd wear a kilt.
We've already said we do not really want Sam in a kilt.
If that were a thing, if that were a sure, definite
way to boost.
We
could get you a kilt just
I'd do
for some
it,
shorts.
But I really doubt. I think we might lose more people than we gain. You definitely said, Sam. How do you know, Blake? You don't know nothing. I said first.
You did not say an F.
I did.
I swear you didn't.
I said thirst.
For thirst?
Yes. I thought you were saying thirst.
See?
Well, that's you, Blake.
I said too.
You need Q-tips, buddy. It's one word for you.
I'm like, we don't do thirsty
They do talk about their beverages from time to time. Thirst impressions.
Thirsty Thursdays. We don't do that.
Oh, no. That's a different kind of channel.
Kind of thing.
How do you shoot for 10? Oh, no. I already read that. +1 for being concise. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, you have a desk in front of you. We can't tell if you're in a kilt or not. I could be. I'm not. I don't wear kilts.
Did you have camo kilts?
I do have camo shorts on. Cargo shorts. I do.
I could get you a camo cargo kilt.
No. I mean,
Father's Day is coming up.
I feel like Sam could rock some full Viking armor rather than a kilt, or combine the two. We'll watch.
No, I would love to see full Viking armor. We should contact Night Watch Games and have them.
I asked him if he would help me curate a Viking cosplay, and I never heard back from him.
Well, reach out again, because I think we need to do that. You need to be in full Viking armor, yes.
Sam, you say you rarely rate games a 10. You didn't have much negative to say about games like Donut Shop, for example, giving a 9. Is there a game you would do rate a 10? And what is that makes that a 10? Okay, good question, Derek. Here's my thought processes on ratings like that. For me, a 10 means perfection. Perfection. And often we tend to diminish the word perfection from what it literally means. Perfection literally means without flaws. It is absolutely perfect. So that's why I've never given a 10 to any game. Never. The closest I've gotten to that is Blood Rage. That's a 9.5. And the reason I gave it a 9.5 is because it's as close to a 10 as I could possibly conceive a game to be. But it has its flaws. The rule book is not clear in a number of different avenues that, honestly and granted, are situations that probably rarely happen. So why take time and money to put it into the rule book? I get that. But there are flaws. There are flaws in the game. So even my favorite game of all time is not a 10. It's a 9.5 because it's not a perfect game. It has its flaws. So 10 means perfection. And I dare say there are no perfect games. Ever. Because we are flawed human beings, and no matter how hard we try, we will make mistakes. Period. And the things that we create are going to also be flawed. So it is just that's my philosophy on ratings. So to answer your question, Derek, I have never given a 10. I've given a 9.5 to Blood Rage, and that's about it. And most games that will be on my top 100, they will not go above 9.5. If they do, I will have a new top 1. I will have a new favorite game of all time at that point. A fur kilt like Fred Flintstone. That wasn't really a kilt, though. Kilts are from the waist down. What Fred Flintstone wore was more like a...
Toga.
Yeah, it was closer to a toga than it was a kilt. If you want to see real blood rage, send Sam a Viking helmet with horns. It's a fashion statement. I think it looks lovely.
You have a crocheted one or a knit one.
I do.
It's not as scary.
A buddy of mine in Norway sent me that way back when. Does Berkey do costumes? He used to. He doesn't do them much anymore because usually when he goes to a convention, he's there for Game Toppers now. But yeah, he used to cosplay a lot. He cosplayed as the sheriff for a long time, and then he cosplayed as the king for... I can't remember the name of the game, but it was another Arcane Wonders game that he used to cosplay as the king. But yeah, he could handle Viking armor, yeah. His daughters actually have a costume company. Oh. So I could ask him.
We could ask him to get you a Viking wear.
See how much it costs.
That would be pretty cool.
If you fly over here, we can get some promo pictures of you in a Viking armor by various runestones. In Viking armor by various runestones.
Yes.
I guess that's a company? I don't know. I can't rate things, never have been good at it. So Vikings didn't really have horns on their helmets? Nope. Generally speaking, no, they didn't. Jeff says, I'm right with you. There are no perfect games for me. I've only got 2 games at 9.5, and one of them is Crokinole. Oof.
Stop.
I wouldn't rate Crokinole a 9.5.
But you're not him.
I am not him. That is correct.
Stop.
Strider. He's licking himself, and it's kind of gross because all we hear, because we can't see him, is a...
I can't handle it. Okay, we get the idea. Stop.
Yep. See? That's what it does to us.
Specifically me. Specifically me. I can't handle it.
By the Viking Age, they had pulled out all the horns from their helmets to use as drinking horns. That's why they didn't have horns on their helmets. Trust me, I'm a professional. Actually, there might be more truth to that than normal. The reason they didn't put it in their helmets is because they did use horns as drinking. So there might be more truth to that, but I don't know. We'll see. I didn't know that. I went to public school. So did I. Karen. Derek says, interesting. Thanks for explaining. Personally, I rate game a 10 if they really, really like it. I don't really think the perfection rate is necessary. Maybe plus 10. Yeah, I get that. But that's just my philosophy on it. That's all. Rune stones. The stones with runes left from the Viking Age, scattered around the Nordic countries. Oh, I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. Armor in front of the actual
okay, understood. I thought that sounded like.
No, I think that's a promotional material that needs to happen.
I don't know about that because that's a lot of airfare.
Family trip?
How can it be a 10 if it's not perfect though? Any thoughts on Talisman 5th edition? Nope. Sorry, Nick. I haven't played Talisman 5th edition. Bummed that the 4th edition expansions that I need will probably go up in price. Are a few editions of games worth upgrading? Are new editions of games worth upgrading? That, yes, I do believe so. New editions of games worth upgrading? Absolutely. I think so beyond the shadow of a doubt. I think... I'm trying to like for Atlantis Rising from Elf Creek Games. That was a new edition, and they did a lot of stuff to upgrade it. They did playmats. They did miniatures, I think, for the people. They did a really neat expansion, monstrosities, and they got miniatures for all of the meeples for all the monstrosities. No, I think upgraded versions of new editions of games are definitely cool. Definitely cool. If it's a 10, that means there are 9 better games on the list. That's the wrong way to look at it, David. And then Blake says, "True, David." Oh, now you want to come say hi? Yes, you were talking about me. Come on, come here.
No, it's because he thinks.
Come here. Yeah, he says, "Okay, it's time." It is almost time. Come on, come up here. Come say hi. Come say hi to everybody. Come on. Come on,
No.
pop up.
No,
Come on.
I can't.
Come here. Yes, you can. Come on.
I can't.
Yes, I can.
I'm lazy.
Come on. Hi. Yeah, there's your puppers. Say hi, everybody.
He's
That's the
a
puppy.
giant puppers.
He's the puppy. Yes. Mwah. He's the high puppies. See, wow, there's some stuff I could eat up here. That's pretty awesome. Puppies. Oh, Papa's scratching my neck. Yes. This is Strider. He's our puppers.
Puppers.
He's our puppers. He's wagging his tail, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes. Getting more coffee. Have a great weekend, folks. See you later, David. Yeah, we're going to be on the way out, too. Yes, we love Strider, too. Yes, we do. He's such a little puppers. But we are going to get out of here. Another change, more questions where TI4 is the answer. We'll see what we can do there, Eric. We'll try to help you out there. But we are going to get on out of here because we are kind of belaboring the point at this point. But that's okay. Don't mind hanging out, that's for sure. But I got to start reading this rule book because I think it's going to be a cool game. Looks like it's going to be fun. All right, Strider's a 10. He's one of those 9.5s. He definitely has his flaws. But yeah, we definitely love him a lot. So it is time. I'll take my dog on a walk now. Have a good one, people. He's Gimli, so a bit smaller, never to be tossed.
Oh, Gimli, that's awesome.
Don't tell the oof. All right. So we'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Come back tomorrow for our very first impressions video. That'll go up at noon tomorrow, 3 p.m. on the eastern side of the country. And then everybody else, you have to do your own math because I don't know where you are. But we're going to get out of here. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side.
Bye.
Take care.
Oh, puppy.